This car does a phenomenal 18 miles per gallon. Unheard of for a powerful car of the early 60s, designed in the 50s by a man with a moustache and a bowler hat. Incorrect! Hello, this rather curvy car is a Rover P4, also known as the Rover 100. It was the luxury car of the day, with its 2.6 straight six developing 100 horsepower. And I'm saying that before I even know, but I'm assuming that that is what the 100 means. In 1961, all cars looked a bit like this. It's too far back to be able to tell one car from another. Some may say that this is a quintessentially British car, but I don't like that word, so I'm going to use a different one altogether and just say that this is a quintessentially 60s car. Let's have a closer look at some of its features. Posh cars of the 60s didn't have alloy wheels. They had hubcaps, chrome hubcaps like this with a Viking on. Don't think that's original though. They had black paint, never lacquered and not laid on too thickly. They had wing mirrors rather than door mirrors, smooth bits and sharp bits, all in one lovely big ostentatious motor. And real men had beards. No light clusters, just slabs of metal with lights inside. Like this, and this one, very sleepy Rover. Oh, have a nice night in the garage by yourself. When you come round the back end, just like the Saab of the time, resembles a seal or a walrus. Very typically full of detail, like the chrome strips, like the chrome bumpers. Just noticed another mirror there. That means 1, 2, 3, like John Lennon wearing his glasses and a monocle. Because this car is from the 60s as well, notice the tyres. They're not run flat 225 19 inches. No, look, 15 inch that look like 10. The tyre wall is so tall they didn't even bother mentioning it. You wouldn't expect this car to be particularly sporty, but it does have independent front suspension. But then it's let down by leaf springs on the back. But that's okay. Leaf springs were perfectly okay for Ford to use right into the 80s, and everybody liked them, didn't they? When we open up the doors, we're going to see some old car solidity. Open it up with a metal handle. And then on this side, look, it goes the other way. Isn't that fantastic? That's a really strange pillar, that. That's the softest seat I think I've ever sat in. Whether it be comfortable on a long journey or not, I'm not really too sure. Oh, by the way, this is called the suicide door, because when you open it up, it catches the wind and it flings you off. Well, it flings the door off. And if you've got hold of the handle at the time, you might just be going with it. And that, as a small child, was probably the best thing you can do, because your parents would be so cross at you for ruining their properly lovely old Rover, which wasn't old at the time, it was new. Don't forget that. That's why there are so few idiots left from the 1960s. Late boomers don't understand AI, but at least they can hold down a job and buy a house. Can we expect good door shut sounds from a car of this age? It's all right. And this one? Not too bad. Better than I was expecting. To assist with this video, I have a chap called Simon who has brought this car along with me, and it doesn't even belong to him. Now, would you care to open the boot and show me that special thing? This is a really cool thing. There's the boot, which opens, as you may imagine, with a handle, and you just pull it up like that. And then underneath there is, that's where the spare wheel's kept, in its own little drawer. That's a great place for it to go. The boot is quite long, but it's of an unusual shape because of the fuel tank. Boot shut sound. Satisfactory. Long bonnet, but it's not heavy because it's made of aluminium. But look at the size of that. It looks like an aircraft engine. 2.6 straight six. It's very, very clean indeed. It's got its own juice bottle. It's got a Well, lots of, what's that?
That's the air filter.
It's a big
bath air filter. It's got electronic ignition, yeah.
Yeah.
The inlet is above and the outlet is below, so it's an inlet above, outlet head.
That is interesting.
So it's like half side valve, half nut, which is weird.
That's a hybrid engine.
It is a hybrid, yeah.
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 So then, oh, I've just noticed some eyes staring at me. Good. This car has something that I've never ever seen on a car before. I mean, it's old, it's going to have some old quirks and stuff, but I've not seen one of these before. Simon's getting a wheel brace out of the bonnet, or so it looks. But I'm assured it's not actually a wheel brace, but
I've never put this in here before.
a starting handle. And I do not advise he tries that.
There you go.
Yeah, so ignition on, ready to have your shin snapped in half by the kickback. Interior, of course, is red, proper red carpets, luxurious red carpets, proper leather seats, soft leather seats, and a bench seat at that. I feel very, very close to this ship's Bakelite steering wheel. Oh, there we go. That's a good horn. Oh, that looks like a kind of retro style stereo, but obviously it's not real. Well, I mean, it is real. Lots of lovely attention to detail with the red velvety bits around the doors, proper wood dashboard. There's one there that says panel. There's one there for wiper, not a flicky wipey thing, but just something you pull out. It has a fuel gauge, it has a temperature gauge, it has a speedometer. Now I wonder how far this can actually go. Here's all the cooling stuff here. Cooling open, shut, heating open, off, defrost, dentist. I'm going to get my first impression of how good the mirrors are and how useful they will be on the road by closing the door right now. Well, the near side does offer quite a big blind spot. I can just about see a car behind that, which isn't in any danger because it's not moving. I don't really think you would rely on that mirror particularly. And then this one as well, and the same situation. Simon's waving at me. I could tell he was waving, but I couldn't see him because I could see better in my peripheral vision than I can with the mirrors. That is potentially a dodgy thing. So I don't think I'll be relying on them. This is a beautiful bit of attention to detail. And I think the car does need to be given some proper respect. With a car like this, it's worthwhile being chauffeured in. Oh, no seatbelts.
And that strap there, apparently it's called a Duchess strap.
A Duchess strap. It's a long time since I've sat in the back of a car with no seatbelt. But I trust Simon's driving. And with a hat like that, you can expect something good. Oh, well, it does sound rather lovely actually, and very comfortable. And a bit on the bouncy side in the back of here. only a bit. I'm ever so slightly a bit more nervous than I was expecting to be, probably because of not having a seatbelt and Simon going a bit more quickly than I was. I know you're only doing 30. Why does it feel faster? This is definitely one of those cars where, as a child, if you weren't looking out the window, you would spread your previously consumed tube of Smarties all over your mother's head.
Oh, and then back in the day, the Smartie colours would have been vibrant as well, so
yes,
it'd have been rainbow colour.
Now, the car that came after this was the Rover P5, which I'd driven before. The one I drove was the Senior Mustard version V8 P5B, which wasn't particularly powerful or easy to drive. It was about the same as this, really. Slightly intimidating from the point of view of being out of my comfort zone. Then the P6 came along, which was a much more technical car, much more advanced. than the SD1, which was more advanced but also a proper throwback, and they decided that it wasn't really important to make sure it worked. And then a big step forward with the 800, the Honda-derived 800, a car finally made to be easy, just like the rest of the cars at the time. It's sweet. This is a lovely car. I'm enjoying it. But at some point, we'll have to do something else. How have you found it as a daily car, though?
Apart from the fuel cost, it's fantastic. It's comfy. And
It is comfy. To drive, the gearbox is a lot easier to use than I was expecting. The steering wheel, if it wasn't so big, it'd be impossible to steer it. It's soft, it's spongy, and it's basically just a very, very old car in every way. And I like it. I like it a lot. I like it so much, I'm going to stop driving it. Thank you, Simon.
You're welcome.
The magnificent smell of leather, wood, oil, and petrol.
And beards.
I was going to say that. I was actually going to say that, but you've spoilt it for me. And I'm pleased, because it makes it sound like you're the kind of person that thinks of things like that, and not me. Thank you. I'm quite impressed by, actually, is the lack of rattles and squeaks going on whilst this car's being driven. Didn't make any noise, does it? Suspension's really lovely.
That seat does when there's nobody sat in it. It clunks.
Oh. I'll retract that statement then. Super duper big thank you to Simon for bringing this car along.
You're very welcome.
Simon of Smashing Pistons.
Yeah, there's a sticker around here.
Yeah. Well, I've seen the sticker already. Yeah, I don't need to see it twice, do I?
You should see this first. It's Alex's car, and this is a new business, Alex's Classics. She's a mobile mechanic and all sorts of stuff.
All sorts of
All
stuff.
sorts of stuff, and she does repairs and restoration. She's had loads of Rovers in already. So yeah, give her a call if you need anything.
I was going to mention Alex's assets and to say thank you to her for unwittingly letting me drive her car. And by the way, this isn't a fish tank heater, but a rear demister, which isn't that effective apparently.
Apparently not. Oh, I didn't show you the other switches. Oh, you didn't see the windscreen wipers.
Oh no, I didn't.
Now we've just got beards. We real men.
Do your best grimace.
Grimace. Like a vice.
That's why there are so few idiots left from the 1960s. It was a...